You know that feeling? You're completely wiped out. You know you should be sleeping, but instead you're deep in your phone watching one more video or finally starting that show everyone's talking about. You're exhausted. Tomorrow's going to be rough, but stopping just feels impossible. If this sounds like you, you're not alone. This is called revenge bedtime procrastination, and it's something millions of people do without even realizing there's a name for it. Hey Talesversers, welcome back. Today, we're talking about one of the sneakiest ways we sabotage our own rest, staying up late on purpose even when we desperately need sleep. In a world where our days are filled with work, responsibilities, family, endless to-do lists, and constant notifications, it often feels like we have zero time that's truly just for us. So when the day finally quiets down, we reclaim that time at the expense of sleep. It's super common across all ages, but a lot of us don't realize how much it's affecting our energy, mood, and even long-term health. Let's unpack the psychology and, more importantly, how to actually break the cycle. First, what exactly is revenge bedtime procrastination? It's when you deliberately delay going to bed, not because you aren't tired, but because you're trying to steal back some personal freedom that felt missing all day. The full term, revenge bedtime procrastination, gained massive popularity on social media in recent years, especially during the pandemic, when stress and irregular schedules were at an all-time high. But the core idea, delaying sleep to reclaim personal time, has been studied by psychologists for longer as a form of bedtime procrastination. It's basically emotional regulation gone wrong. We know we need rest, but we prioritize that sense of freedom instead. Think about it. During the day, so much of our time is structured and demanded by others. Meetings, deadlines, taking care of kids or parents, errands, or social obligations. We rarely get uninterrupted moments to just do what we want. So when everything finally calms down, our brain says, "This is my time now." We start scrolling, reading, watching, gaming, anything that feels like autonomy. It's almost like a quiet rebellion against the day's lack of control. But here's the science part. Chronic sleep loss from this habit increases cortisol, the body's main stress hormone, impairs memory and focus, weakens immunity, and can even contribute to anxiety and low mood over time. Screen light suppresses melatonin production, making it harder to fall asleep even when we finally try. And the worst part is, the next day we feel even more tired, more irritable, and the whole cycle just starts over. It's a coping mechanism that's backfiring. You can start fixing this tonight with small, realistic changes. Here are 6 practical, evidence-based strategies. Reclaim small pockets of freedom earlier in the day. Instead of saving all relaxation for the end, intentionally block out 20 to 30 minutes during the afternoon or evening for something you genuinely enjoy. Reading, walking, listening to music, whatever. No multitasking. This reduces the urge to rebel later. Create a clear wind-down window. About an hour before you plan to sleep, switch to low-stimulation activities. Dim the lights, put your phone on nighttime mode, or even better, charge it in another room. Replace scrolling with something calming like stretching, light reading, or herbal tea. Build a soothing pre-sleep routine. Consistency helps your brain recognize it's time to relax. Try the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. Or keep a gratitude journal. Write down 3 things that went well that day. These signal safety and calm to your nervous system. Set gentle boundaries with technology. Use built-in phone features like downtime mode or app limits. Or try the phone basket trick. Put all devices in a designated spot outside the bedroom as part of your evening routine. Reflect on what you're actually seeking. Sometimes we're not craving more screen time, we're craving rest, connection, or creativity. Ask yourself, what do I really need right now? Maybe it's a quick chat with a friend, doodling, or listening to a podcast while doing nothing else. Track and celebrate progress. Use a simple sleep tracker app or just a notebook. Notice patterns and small wins, like going to bed a little earlier or feeling more energized. Positive reinforcement makes change stick. Before we finish, let's clear up some common myths I hear all the time about this habit, because misunderstanding them keeps a lot of us stuck. Myth number 1. It's no big deal to stay up late sometimes. I can just catch up on sleep later in the week. Sleep debt isn't like a credit card you can easily pay off. Research from the National Sleep Foundation shows that even if you sleep in on weekends, you don't fully recover the cognitive hit, mood changes, or metabolic effects from chronic short nights. Myth number 2. Real productive or creative people thrive at night. I'm just a night owl. While a small percentage of people are genetically true night owls, most of us who feel sharper late at night are actually experiencing a delayed sleep phase caused by artificial light, caffeine, and stress. Studies consistently show peak alertness and decision-making happen during daylight hours for the majority. Myth number 3. This only happens because of phones and social media. It's a modern problem. Screens definitely make it worse by suppressing melatonin and feeding endless content, but the core need for control and downtime has always existed. People delayed sleep long before smartphones, reading novels by candlelight, knitting, or just sitting quietly. The difference now is the addictive design of apps makes it harder to stop. Myth number 4. If I'm tired but can't sleep right away, I might as well keep doing something fun. That second wind is often just adrenaline masking fatigue. Forcing yourself to stay in a dark, quiet bedroom, even if you're awake for a bit, is actually more effective for rebuilding sleep drive than stimulating activities. Knowing the difference between myths and facts takes away the guilt and makes real change feel way more doable. There you have it. Revenge bedtime procrastination explained, practical ways to break it, and the myths busted. Start with just one small change tonight and see how it feels. You deserve rest that doesn't come with a side of rebellion. What's your biggest late-night distraction right now? Drop it in the comments. Let's help each other out. And that's a wrap, my dear friends. Thanks for hanging out with me. Until next time, stay awesome.